but y'all see the workout vibes here. Currently, see the dog. Not much to say right now, not really much to do other than to kind of just wait and see how the process plays out. If you're not already subbed to the channel, sub up to the channel. If you're not already in the Homies Hub, join the Homies Hub. I will be presenting a lot of information on the back end, giving you guys a lot of things that do not make it to YouTube, a lot of great information for y'all. So I'm giving you guys a walkthrough real quick. I haven't really done a video of me just walking through the block as to where I live, but I'm giving you guys some content. I'm out walking outside with the DGI. My neighborhood's pretty safe. I'm not really super concerned, but nonetheless, I don't like holding this shit. It brings bad attention. All it takes is for me to walk past the wrong group of but unfortunately, I am the type of dude that is gonna fight for my shit. So I ain't giving up nothing that easy. With that being said, I gotta do this for the thumbnail real quick. Hold on. Okay, thumbnail taken. So if you guys don't know, I am supposed to be leaving the country, but we were fighting to stay, try to rush the visa process. A lot of the information you guys have about the visa process is probably going to be wrong or incorrect. Show you guys the vibes. A lot of the information you guys have about the visa process is probably going to be wrong or it's going to be incorrect. Why do I say this? Colombia and their infrastructure, how they set up everything they do, is pretty much complete chaos, and I absolutely hate it. They change the processes to things year to year. The digital nomad visa, which is supposed to grant you up to 2 years, most of the applicants have only been receiving 1 year. But when you start the process, they require you to have health insurance for 2 years. So make that make sense, that you're going to need to purchase 2 years health insurance coverage to possibly only get 1 year, and you're going to have to redo your visa the following year. Secondly, a lot of people that are telling me, hey, they required an FBI background check. This is new. No matter how you try to phrase it, here we're approaching the park real quick, so I'll sit down and be able to talk to you guys for a little bit. This is my first time actually coming to this park. I've worked out in outdoor parks before. I didn't really do it while I was disc take, but it's good that they promote outdoor fitness. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty dope. So I'll find a seat real quick and talk to you guys and tell you guys what's going on with me and my personal frustrations as of now. Okay, so y'all can see everything. All right. So Mosa, why are you frustrated? What's going on with you and your visa process? Well, my good man, let me tell you what's going on with me and why I'm frustrated and having problems as of right now. Information is outdated or incorrect when it comes to the visa process online. A lot of the information is withheld from you until you go to certain steps. For example, most of us have to Google or go to Facebook groups or contact lawyers to get a consultation to know the process that we're going to need to go through in order for us to get our visa. Or you need to start the process. It was only after I started my process was when I was told and learned that I was going to need an FBI background check for my visa. Now, a lot of y'all can say, man, you could have researched that. Well, a lot of conflicting research exists, which would tell you that you do not need an FBI background check for only a digital nomad visa. That's actually something I learned was incorporated into the visa process in 2024 or 2025. That means that all of the information that I'm reading in online articles, YouTube videos, is not going to be up to date. And the reason they're not going to be up to date is because typically the people that are updating this information are the ones filing for visas. If you filed for a visa in 2024, there's absolutely no reason for you to know the new additional steps for visas in 2025 because you already have your visa. I want to explain that to some of you assholes that like leaving stupid comments under my okay? Or if you got a 2-year visa, the next time you're gonna find out that you're gonna need an FBI background check or whatever it is that you're gonna need, you're not gonna find this out until 2026. It's not gonna be possible for you to find this shit out. It's hella noisy over here. It's more noisy than what I thought it was gonna be. I might have to edit this video out a lot. So, with that being said, the websites that you have to fill out a lot of information and documentation, and they have a lot of glitches and errors. They kick back your visa application for really stupid shit. So what is supposed to possibly take you 30 days to complete a visa could take you up to 3 to 4, 5, 6 months. And the office in Medellin, which I just came back from, and I was trying my hardest to keep my composure because I was gonna lose it, because I was applying for a salvoconducto. Now, a salvoconducto is practically meaningless and does nothing for you when you're approaching a 180-day stay. I've already been in Medellin for almost 6 months. I have 10 days left in the country and I need to leave, but my visa is already processing. I had did research and it said you're not supposed to leave the country while your visa is processing, so you could fill out a salvoconducto, you pay the fine or pay a fee, they give you an extra 30 days. Now, they only give you an extra 30 days from when you get approved. They don't give you an extra 30 days from when you're supposed to leave, which would make the most sense, right? That's not what they're doing. So it wouldn't make sense for me to apply for it and get approved the next day or 2 days later, right? If I already have 30 days in the country, I'd basically be applying to get an extra 2 or 3 days. You really have to do it when you're approaching your deadline. So I go in there today and they're telling me, no, you only get the salvoconducto if you've already overstayed, which makes 0 sense, and you pay the fine. So you actually have to pay a fine to get the salvoconducto. You don't just get the salvoconducto because you need more time for your visa that's already processing. You need to do this after you've already paid the fine or you need to leave the country. Now, is this a new process? As from what I've researched, yes, it is a new process that they have implemented in 2025. Now, can we blame the showdown between Donald Trump and Petro for this reason? I don't know. It seems that way, that they're making things extra difficult for Americans that need their visa. They're making things much more difficult. I was talking to the lady in migration today. She said, whoever spoke to you on the phone, because I called migration for this information, was not able to see your passport. I can see your passport. So I'm going to tell you that you're not going to get the salvoconducto. But I'm like, ma'am, you didn't even check my extension date and as to when I got it. You didn't check my dates right away. You checked my dates in the middle of conversation. So you might have just saw that I had an American passport and now you're deciding to make things more difficult for me. Oh, she's bad. Hold on. Can y'all see her in the back? She's all right. Let me be a good man right now. I got Shorty in the crib. So this has practically been the difficulty that I have been incurring here. And this is just one of many things. Everything that has to do with infrastructure or structure, especially when it comes to websites, doesn't work in Colombia. We actually argued about whether or not I was going to be granted a salvoconducto in the first place for 10 minutes in terms of booking the appointment. The only time I can book the appointment is on Sunday, on a fucking Sunday after 5 p.m. Why do you guys have a time window as to when someone can book an appointment on the internet, where if someone's not in office, the website doesn't work. It's almost as if they turn off the servers or access to a functional website when someone's not at work. But now you're telling me, oh, the days that we're not at work is actually when you have to schedule the appointment. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Another thing you guys don't know about is when you translate pages from Spanish to English, if it's a Colombian website, especially a government website, the likeliness that you're going to run into issues is pretty damn high. Okay? Because things start breaking when you start translating the websites. Certain ways your browser is going to interpret Spanish is not fixed. So it can change what's required in a form. It could say something like maybe you're supposed to enter your last name, because if you guys don't know, most entries, that's another bad bitch. Damn, guys, I really wish I could flip. Actually, I'll flip the camera. She probably can't see this shit. Y'all can't see her from that far, but she is sexy as fuck, okay? She is super sexy. Damn, I love this country, and if I have to leave, I'm going to be very, very sad. But long story short, a form can require your last name first. They always require last name first when they're entering names. But your translator will say first name. So now you're going to write your first name, and then when you submit your passport, they're going to kick back your application because it's incorrect. This is some of the dumb shit that I have to encounter here. So everything takes 3 times as long as it should. If my process to apply for my visa is supposed to take me 30 days, it's going to take me anywhere between 2 to 3 months to get it all done. And this is the bullshit that I have to go through. It's very, very frustrating. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if that means anything. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who fucking knows? As of right now, your boy is in Sabaneta. Y'all can see the vibes. I'm on one of these workout machines. I'm not gonna work out right now. I need to go home and go figure out my fucking life, because I got 10 days left in the country. They're up in the fines on gringos. My boy, shout out to him. They charged him $1,700 for his overstay. $1,700. And they just keep charging you and keep charging you and keep charging you. These two dogs about to meet each other. Aw. So this is my reality right now. I'm very frustrated, but hopefully everything works out for the best. I've already started the visa process. I just got my background checking today, so I can submit it. What I feared most happened is they're gonna give me back my background check way too close to the date I need to leave, and maybe I end up leaving after submitting everything, and they're gonna approve me when I'm already on the flight. Like, oh yeah, you never had to leave because you just got approved. But we don't know if that's what's gonna happen. So I gotta play it safe. There's probably a way I could try to finesse staying and not getting in too much trouble or something like that. It's possible. I'm also thinking if I overstayed and still got the visa, would that hurt me? Or the problem is, if I overstay, do they not give me the visa, even though I already started the process before overstaying? You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll know, man. I'll keep you guys updated. Not much to say right now, not really much to do other than to kind of just wait and see how the process plays out. If you're not already sub to the channel, sub up to the channel. If you're not already in the Homies Hub, join the Homies Hub. I will be presenting a lot of information on the back end, giving you guys a lot of things that do not make it to YouTube, a lot of great information for y'all. So you guys can see the vibes. I'm gonna be on my way out. Little workout stations here. All right, outdoor park. Make sure y'all can see a little bit of everything. So I actually thoroughly enjoy this stuff. Definitely something you gotta sanitize, because it's basically outside all day. But Y'all see the workout vibes here. Currently, see the dog. All right, man. So I'm out. I'm walking back to the crib. I'm out of here. Shout out to y'all. Wish your boy luck. If you want to support everything I'm doing, support my endeavors, join the Homies Hub, get access to the channel, get access to the exclusive content. All right. She smells lovely. I love this country, man. I don't want to leave. But all right, I'm out.